So I recall Charles Barkley mentioning something about if the Portland Trailblazers beat the Lakers in Game 1, this is going to be a sweep for the Portland Trailblazers. And I thought to myself, Chuck, what the fuck are you talking about? I mean, sure, the Portland Trailblazers might beat the Lakers, but a sweep? Come on now. Come on, Chuck. What the fuck are you talking about? Honestly, the way the Lakers play today. Ooh. I mean, I would hate if Chuck was right, but good Lord. The Lakers got their ass handed to them by the Portland Trailblazers. 100-93 loss in Game 1. And yeah, man, it's been 84 years since we've been in the fucking playoffs. And the Lakers certainly played like that. Because, goddamn, that first quarter was pretty atrocious. From a shooting standpoint, from kind of a defensive standpoint, and you're already down by double digits. And you move along into the second quarter where you're getting your rhythm back. And Portland's just kind of easing back up on that defense, which they are so infamous for. But the Lakers don't really have that oomph factor going into the second quarter. Except for the fact that Dwight Howard bent the rim trying to dunk the goddamn ball, which... welcome back home to Orlando, Dwight. Jesus Christ. But unlike the first quarter, a much better second quarter from the Lakers where AD does really switch it up. And yeah, I mean, from being down 16 points to only being down 57-56 by halftime, you're thinking, okay, maybe the Lakers get their shit together. Maybe they're not going to jack up so many goddamn threes they're not going to make. And hopefully some of those free throws go in. I mean, yeah, you did have a pretty even third quarter. But I was thinking in my head, hey, could it be a fourth quarter turn up for the Lakers? As close as it was, I would say the momentum was shifted into Portland's favor in the last 3 or so minutes of the game, where LeBron James getting blocked by Hassan Whiteside and Damian Lillard immediately going for the three right afterwards. I felt like that was the bitch slap to just shake up the Lakers a little bit, but then it's Carmelo Anthony with the three to double bitch slap the Lakers into just kind of a stunned, dazed state, and then it's Gary Trent Jr. just wrecking the Lakers shit up. And listen, I'm a big critic of Damian Lillard. I'm not really... What's the best word to say? I'm not really a big fan of his. But in this game, he torched the Lakers. He absolutely did. And his, compatriots in Gary Trent Jr., Carmelo Anthony, Yusuf Nurkic, Hassan Whiteside, even though the points won't be there, 5 fucking blocks on the night, and CJ McCollum, everybody just fucking showed out. And the Lakers had no answers. And I know the Lakers fans, the LeBron fans are all gonna conglomerate and talk about how, life is unfair, yada, yada, yada. Dude, you lost. We lost. Fair and square. You couldn't fucking buckle down in the fourth quarter. And that goes to the credit of all those goddamn Portland Trailblazers players, man. Damian Lillard, 34 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 block. Again, not a fan of his, but a great night for Damian Lillard. Just controlling the game, really showing out how fantastic he is. And really, the crazier part is, again, his side characters, to be fair, let's just call them side characters. And CJ McCollum, Yusuf Nurkic, and Carmelo Anthony all contributing on the board, on the fucking defensive side, every aspect of the game. They were pretty fantastic. You got CJ McCollum, 21 points, 5 rebounds, 1 steal. Yusuf Nurkic, 16 points, 15 rebounds, 3 assists. And Carmelo Anthony, another player that I shit on all the time, 11 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. And I'm not going to be apologetic about the fact that I'm, a bit harsher to some players in the NBA than others. But man, on the night, Portland was fantastic. They had a game plan. They just pushed on through, and whatever momentum, was there, they took, that fucking moment and just ran with it. And in my eyes, that's how you beat this Lakers team. Because there's plenty of flaws with this goddamn Lakers team, despite however many fans would have you believe that this is the perfect, greatest fucking team. We're going from ring 17. Shut the fuck up. This game 1 and the previous 8 games, before this whole shit, really said to me how lackadaisical the Lakers look, how much they reverted back to the first few games of the season where they just looked a little bit shaky. Like, literally the beginning of the season, like in October, where, man, they get their ass spanked by the Clippers, and other games, yes, they had a bit of a win streak, but they looked really just sloppy doing it. And the only thing I would say for the Portland Trailblazers right now, despite the win, is defense. Defense is really going to be critical for them. Because for the Lakers tonight, I felt a lot of their shots were good attempts. It just didn't go inside the net. Sometimes it happens, boys and girls. I mean, the basket's a bitch. But from a Trailblazer side, you have to think, man, I mean, this game came really fucking close. And if you can stop, AD, LeBron James, and their friends in the Lakers, on a bad night, that's great. You can stop them. That's awesome. But what happens on a good night when you can't, support up your fucking defense? What happens then? Could be trouble. So for the Trailblazers, they just got to figure that shit out. And I think if you want to see a huge upset, keep an eye on the Trailblazers. They have been hot since the bubble restart, and the Lakers have looked anything but. And yeah, I'm honestly going to start berating the Lakers. And I know a lot of you Lakers fans hate it when someone's so overly critical of your own fucking players. But dude, let's be honest. Did they even fucking show up today? Oh, I know, LeBron James, 23 points, 17 rebounds, 15 assists. Oh my God, Anthony Davis, 28 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Fan-fucking-tastic. The dynamic duo showed up on a relatively poor shooting night, too. For both of them, by the way. I'm not talking about just LeBron. I'm not talking about just AD. Both of them. And that was really the theme for everybody in this fucking game, right? Poor fucking shooting. Even more so the piss poor goddamn 3-point shooting attempt. How does motherfucking Danny Green go 2 for 8 from the fucking 3-point line? What the fuck are you chucking a fucking threes for when it doesn't fucking work, asshole? And then I thought, I'm being a little bit harsh. I'm being a bit harsh on Danny Green. Maybe I should just watch what he does on this possession without the ball in his hand. This bitch does nothing! Kyle Kuzma had about 14 points. Whoop-de-doo. Just couldn't find the right shots, though. And just breaking a lot of those motherfuckers. Because the reality of the NBA now is, if you can't shoot threes, you're fucked. You're fucked. And this team has had a fucking repeated weakness all throughout the season. And I don't fucking care how many of you motherfuckers want to ride on LeBron James' dick. Dude, this entire team, starting from LeBron James, can't make fucking free throws. You think Anthony Davis is good? Yeah, he's decent enough at like 75+% probably. I'm guessing that number, by the way. Please look that shit up. But Jesus fucking Christ, bro. You think a sub fucking 60%, 65% free throw shooting with about what? 35% field goal shooting and 17% from the fucking three. You think that's adequate to get any sort of traction in a game, let alone win? Holy shit, the arrogance that came from this fucking fan base and these players. Oh, we're doing it for Kobe. Oh, playoff mode. Legacy continues. Shut the fuck up! Just go out there and fucking play, bro. Oh my God. Practice your shit. Work on your fucking free throws or something. Oh, you're just an angry Lakers fan. Hell yeah, I'm an angry Lakers fan. Because these motherfuckers had days to prepare and they look like they just got out of bed. Just scratching their fucking tits like, oh, wonder what's going on today. Oh, there's a playoff game. That's right. We're just going to be a part of this great phenomenon going on here in the bubble. And, we're Hollywood, so, we don't really care. We're just all about, media coverage. And within that media coverage, you get your fucking ass kicked by a Portland Trailblazers team that has been red hot all throughout the bubble. And you look like shit. This Lakers team looked really fucking slow today. And my concern going into game 2 is that Frank Vogel will be a stubborn prick and go ahead and just keep the same lineup, keep the same starting 5, and hope that the situation fixes itself. This fucking team. I don't want to take anything away from the Portland Trailblazers winning today. I don't. But the Lakers played like absolute ass. And that has to be addressed. That has to be figured out. You're finally back in the fucking playoffs. You want to honor Kobe. This is how you're going to honor him? By shitting the bed in game 1 in a playoff return? Congratulations, Lakers. You played yourself. And not all that well. 17% from the 3-point line. Are you fucking kidding me? You fucking losers. Get your shit together!